The headline tonight, NNBTS recruitment interview for SE to hold in Rivers State. Anambra Ministry of Women Affairs seek media partnership on gender-based issues. NAFDAC stops registration of multi-dose anti-malaria drugs. And on the foreign scene, U.S. initiates cuts in its budget for foreign development aid. Note that security is here to stay in Anambra State. The Anambra remembers security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more livable and secure Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something, report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800220008. My name is Ajuluchuku Okabwe. Many thanks for joining us this evening. The Anambra State government wishes to inform the general public, especially indigenes of the state, that the Nigerian Navy Training School NNBS Batch 37 recruitment interview is scheduled to take place from February 16 to March 16, 2025. According to the press release signed by the Commissioner for Information, Dr. Law Mefor, the interview will hold concurrently in two centers, NNBTS One, Rivers State, and Nigerian Defense Academy, Old Site, Kaduna State. Candidates from Anambra State and other states from Southeast Geopolitical Zone will be attended to at NNBTS One, Rivers State from February 26 to March 7, 2025. The Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ife Obinabo, has visited Anambra State Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Mrs. Joy Alexander, on an advocacy visit to her office in Oka to seek her support on gender-related issues. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi filed in this report.
Mrs. Obinabo, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mrs. Chinwe Achibu, explained that the International Women's Day comes up on the 8th of March 2025, and the Ministry is collaborating with key stakeholders for an impactful celebration aimed to end rascality amongst couples, partners, and families.
I want to create awareness on women, on the society, how to kind of make sure that all these members in the society are put around. And so we need to be key players. And FRS is one of the major people in our office.
Welcoming the Women Affairs and Social Welfare Commissioner and her entourage, the FRSC Anambra State Sector Commander, Mrs. Alexander, appreciated the Commissioner for her visit and emphasized that women have an enormous role to play in the society, starting from their families. Mrs. Alexander emphasized that the FRSC is a gender-friendly organization, pointing that women have been proven to be better road users than their men counterparts, as the FRSC is willing to partner the ministry and sensitize the women on safe road use for them to in turn better educate their husbands and partners on road safety.
Your visit is a welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
We will partner with you. If you get the women, you actually have the society. The woman takes it easy. They will even tell you a vehicle ridden by a woman is like a new vehicle. Because the woman handles it. That's what makes us women.
Signing of the visitors register and group photograph brought the visit to an end. In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
The Ministry of Women and Social Welfare has sought for robust partnership with the media on gender-based issues such as inheritance rights, gender-based violence, maltreatment of widows by their husband's family, among other issues. Again, correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi now reports.
Was emphasized during the advocacy visit by the Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ife Obinabo, to Wazobia FM and Sapientia Media, Onitsha. Represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mrs. Chinwe Achibu, during the visit, she highlighted that the International Women's Day 2025 with the theme Accelerate Action seeks to focus on issues that affect women and the need to sensitize the public on those issues.
We are now becoming an advocacy visit to MBAs and key stakeholders that help us to carry out the mandates of the ministry. We are now soliciting that we partner with us just like they have done to other MBAs on the issue.
This year, the Honorable Commissioner, in collaboration with some of the grassroots women known as Good Governance. So we are collaborating with them with some help of some individuals to make sure that we carry out these activities.
That's good. The only reason we are focusing on women, we know how women are being marginalized this side. So it's going to be strictly on women rights and women issue.
If we are going to protect a woman, we are protecting the family. If we are protecting the family, we are protecting the society. If we are protecting the society, we are protecting everybody.
It's being connected to
Science teachers in Anambra State, public mission, private primary and secondary schools have been asked to judiciously use the science equipment distributed by Governor Chukwuma Soludo. The chairman, Post-Primary Schools Service Commission, PPSSC, Oka Professor Nkechi Ikedugu, gave the charge during a one-day workshop organized by the state government through the PPSSC for science teachers, simultaneously at the 6 education zones of the state. Queen Anambra has details and now reports.
Speaking at Igwebike Grammar School, Oka, Professor Ikedugu told the teachers that it was appalling and devastating to abandon equipment meant to be used to enhance teaching and learning of sciences to improve the academic performance of Anambra students, describing teachers as the backbone of education system whose influence extends far beyond the classroom in shaping the minds and aspirations of future leaders. Professor Ikedugu told the science teachers to take full advantage of the workshop by asking questions and seeking clarifications on areas they may not understand.
The purpose of this workshop is to provide our teachers with the skills, knowledge and confidence to effectively face the students with the challenges of 21st century, because science literacy is no longer a luxury but a necessity for success in an increasingly complex and interconnected world.
Queen Anambra reporting for ABS News.
Still to come, NAFDAC stops registration of multi-dose anti-malaria drugs. And on the foreign scene, U.S. initiates cuts in its budget for foreign development aid. The news returns shortly after this break. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has discontinued the registration of multi-dose anti-malaria artemether-lumefantrine dry powder for oral suspension. The announcement was made in the public alert number 01/2025 released on the agency's website Thursday. According to the alert, this decision was made due to the inability of the reconstituted formulations, which can lead to the loss of efficacy over time. It said the suspension applies to all locally manufactured and imported multi-dose artemether-lumefantrine dry powder for oral use. NAFDAC will no longer accept new applications, renewals, or variations of this product. God's goodness and mercies upon someone's life is worthy of celebrating more, especially drawing closer to the altar of God for Thanksgiving. It is against this backdrop that the Group Managing Director of Akwaza Group, Dr. Frank Ibojindu, thanked the Thanksgiving service of his company and his family members, friends, and associates for the 10 years anniversary of the group, his 40th birthday, and his PhD celebrations. Correspondent Chidelu Onwuzulike now reports.
The celebration started with a Thanksgiving service at St. Michael's and All Angels Anglican Church, Ifitoka, where the vicar, Reverend Canon Joshua Ufaro, during his sermon, thanked God for using the celebrant to help people who are in need, especially in education sector. In their speeches, elder brother to the celebrant, Mr. Oliver Ibojindo, and the celebrant's wife, Mrs. Grace Ibojindo, maintained that the heights gotten by the celebrant is all by God's grace and his good works towards improving human lives.
I'm very happy for him, and I pray that he will go further, forward ever, backward never in his life. I pray that he be more greater than his mate in everything they do.
I hope that God grants him his heart desires and long life and prosperity.
In his remarks, the celebrant, Mr. Ibojindo, thanked God for the inspiration given to him to touch people's lives positively, noting that in the journey of life, one needs to show gratitude to God for his grace and mercies, hence the celebration.
To our other good team, my business partners, my mentors, and every single person who have contributed to my journey, I thank you. Your hard work, focus, and dedication and commitment, honesty and trust built not just a company, but a legacy.
The news continues shortly after this break.
Enjoy now. Great taste, great fun. Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
Alright everyone, no put your ears, make we talk. Shout my teeth fresh now, but you know, I beg no be so. Ever heard of Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world? For zero cavities and long-lasting fresh breath. Mom, you get time to brush. Mama and Papa buy up, use up and shine your smile. No more cover mouth.
And over to our foreign news. United States has finally initiated a cut in its budget for foreign development and aid programs under the United States Agency for International Development, USAID programs, significantly slashing the multi-year contract by 92% of $44 billion with the cut. About 5,800 identified foreign aid contracts have been gutted by the government. The cut in the U.S. foreign aid programs comes as the new administration of Donald Trump seeks to save as much as $60 billion from development and foreign humanitarian assistance. And over to our sport news. The Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has intensified its search for the truth concerning the tragic death of former Flying Eagles player Abubakar Lawal. Lawal, a player for Ugandan club Vipers SC, died on Monday morning. Initial report suggested that he died in a motorbike accident and later in a car crash. However, hours later, the Ugandan police stated that he actually died after falling from the third floor of a hotel at the Voice Mill shopping mall in Bwabaja. Lawal was a member of the Flying Eagles squad at the 2015 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. Remember that you can follow news and programs of the ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. You can follow us on Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, a look at our main points. NNBTS recruitment interview for Southeast to Olden Rivers State. Anambra Ministry of Women Affairs has sought for media partnership on gender-based issues. NAFDAC has stopped registration of multi-dose anti-malaria drugs. And on the foreign scene we brought to you, U.S. has initiated a cut in its budget for foreign development aid. Note that security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to security operatives for better Anambra and security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers are 5111 and 0800-22-00008. And that's the size of our package this evening. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. Many thanks for joining us. Have a pleasant night rest.